Wet season seems to be coming to an end now, so we've set off from Brisbane and now we're heading towards the Sunshine Coast. Our first stop is at the Glasshouse Mountains. We've gone to the Mount Tibrogargan circuit walk. It's a 1.5 hour walk. That's Mount Tibrogargan there. It's pretty big.
We're now spending a couple of days in the Sunshine Coast, which is actually where we visited a few months ago when we bought our car in the first place, but we didn't get much chance to explore. We're staying near Alexandra Beach and Mooloolaba, and we're going to have a good explore. We're at Mooloolaba Wharf and it's sweltering hot, so we decided to get an ice cream, and I've got a hazelnut praline and it is delicious. Left the Sunshine Coast and on our way up to Noosa we've stopped at the Amundi market, which happens every Wednesday. I'm going to have a little look around and get some breakfast. We're now having a wander around the ginger factory and there's lots of things to see and do here.
So we've parked at our campsite in Noosa and now we're going to head into the town and just have a little wander around, go see the beach, see what Noosa has to offer.
A drink with a view. I'm having a glass of Moscato overlooking the main beach in Noosa from the Surf Lifesaving Club. It's a very wet day in Noosa, but we still want to go out and do some exploring, so we are now going to do a little bit of the Noosa coastal walk starting at the main beach. We both had a really nice time doing the coastal walk in Noosa, and now we've just got the bus to the marina and we are going to be doing a sunset cruise on the Noosa Queen. finally a little bit of sun, so we've headed just outside of Noosa to Tewantin National Park, and we're going to take a little walk to the Mountain Beerwah lookout. We've now driven a little bit further inland and we are exploring the Noosa Botanic Gardens, and we're currently at the amphitheatre. Just walking around the Noosa Botanic Gardens, and this is Lake MacDonald, and surprise surprise, it's raining again, so I'm going to have to put my umbrella up again. We've now come to a lander point on Lake Kuthaba, and this is the start of the Noosa Everglades. Now, Noosa and Florida are the only two places in the world with Everglades, which is a flooded forest. Slightly better view of the Noosa Everglades, so we've come down a four-wheel drive track called Harry's Hut Road to get a better look at them. So we've now come to Maryborough, and this place is very interesting because the building behind me was the place where P.L. Travers was born, who wrote Mary Poppins, and there's statues and there's even traffic lights with pictures of Mary Poppins on. So we're now inside the Storybank Museum, and upstairs, as I mentioned, is where P.L. Travers was born. She was actually born Helen Linden Goff, but she later changed her name to a stage name, and her father, Travers Goff, was a bank manager here. Feed the birds, tuppence a bird. So P.L. Travers lived upstairs above the bank where her father was the bank manager, and we can have a look around now at where she would have spent the first few years of her life. Practically perfect in every way.
We've come down to Bundaberg Brewed Drinks for a tour of their ginger beer brewery and other drinks they make as well.
We've now come to the town of 1770, and there is a beautiful lookout behind me. The town got its name because in May 1770, Captain James Cook and the crew on HMS Endeavour landed here, and it was their first landing in what is now known as Queensland, and it was their second landing in Australia. 1770 is Agnes Waters, and we're staying in the NRMA caravan park, and this is just 200 metres from our campsite.
So we're staying in Rockhampton tonight, and we've come to the Botanic Gardens, and also there's a free zoo, so we're going to go have a check that. Rockhampton, and we've come to the Mount Archer lookout. We just drove up the mountain and we're going to do a boardwalk to get some lovely views. So today's a bit of a bucket list moment on our East Coast trip. We're heading to the Whitsundays and we're going by the Sea Link boat, and I'm really excited.
We're not going down this track. If you go down this track, I'm going to haunt you in your dreams. So please do not go down to the beach. 1.5 kilometres of walking for you guys, 2 kilometres of running for me to look for you on the beach.
So we've just got off the boat and we've come to the hill in the lookout, and it's absolutely beautiful. Amazing day. Now we're heading back to Shute Harbour.
Come to Magnetic Island for the day, and now we're on the Forts Walk. Should see a few koalas here.
So we've got the bus further up the island to Horseshoe Bay, and we've come to the Sunday market, and I've got some mini Dutch pancakes for breakfast. Half lemon and sugar, half Nutella. Let's try a Nutella one. Oh, delicious. They're so good.
And you know, it'd be rude not to go to the brewery whilst we're here. So.
Sun is shining, and today we've come to the Kuranda Scenic Railway. So we're going to get a train ride through the rainforest, waterfalls, and then we get to Kuranda. We can have a little wander around the village for a few hours, and then we can come back on a Skyrail. So we're really excited, and we'll film lots of clips along the way. So the train has just stopped at Barron's Falls, and we've got beautiful views out to the waterfall. Our ride in the rainforest village of Kuranda, and we're just exploring the village for a couple of hours, and then we'll get the Skyrail back down to the car. Thank you. We just had a really nice wander around Kuranda, and now we are on the Skyrail through the rainforest, which will take us back to where we parked our car. We going? We're very, very high up. Don't look down. So we're at Barron Falls again. We saw it on the train ride up to Kuranda. That was just over the other side. And now we stopped on the Skyrail, and we're seeing it from another perspective.